Hey guys, welcome back. This is Bill, that expat prepper, lives in the Philippines. I'm going to do kind of a short video today on 3 little products I got in. I don't want to do a video on each one, so you're gonna just kind of stick around through it. So basically, there is a company that had a great sale on power banks, and I bought 2 of their models. This one here, and the company is called Lulu Lake. All right, so it's not a very big one, but this is 150. You can see that right down there. It is 150,000 milliamps. It's kind of heavy too, so I can believe it. Now here they also have, oh, the light's on. I don't know how long that's been running. I'm at 68%, so that light's probably been running for a bit. Let's see, where's the button? So the light's on. How do I turn the, oh, there's a button on the side, small little button here. And it doesn't seem to want to be off. Interesting. Press and hold. There we go, guys. Press and hold and it turns off. Now let's talk about this for a minute. This is a huge capacity. Now it's as USB cables built in of all your various types as well. But it also has the standard inputs for your own cables and stuff like this. Now this one was at 68%. And it's probably because I had that light running for quite a while on the back side of it, to be honest with you. Now this one doesn't have its own cables, and it's 50,000 milliamps short compared to this one. But again, these things, right, came shipped with 82%. This one does not have a light also. There's no light on this unit. And this unit has a handy carry strap, as well as a light, as well as the extra cables, as well as the fact that it's just a lot larger unit. So that's pretty cool in that regard. Again, these are devices I have a lot of variations on, and they're handy to run LED lights and lamps in a crisis situation, right? You just hand out one of these big batteries, and then you hand out a couple LED USB lights, like this guy here, which also came in. Now this one was kind of interesting. I'll put the price for these guys here, and I'll go back and put the price for the other ones in the video as well. So this is a floodlight, and what's cool about it, if it's what it really is it's waterproof, and it has a magnetic, I don't have anything to test this with, but it has a magnetic mounting system, okay? So it can be mounted to something metal, or it can be a stand, or I'm assuming you could hang it. It does look like it's waterproof because on the back, you can see here it has waterproof buttons as well as a cover for the USB jack. It says 188 on here, but I'm not sure what that means. All right, so now if I turn it on at the first button, it's at 75%. Now you can see how bright this is. I mean, I'm gonna off some lights here. You can tell at the first click, first setting, it's a pretty bright little light. And second button is off. Ah, okay. So there's 2 buttons on the back here. Let me turn the lights back on so you can see what I'm talking about. So on the back here, there's 2 buttons. Front button is for front light. So the front light only is on. And you have different modes for the back, like this one is red. So let's say you have this facing somewhere forward and shining the white light, but it also has red indicating where you're at, as well as some fancy blinky lights. You guys catch that? It's a combination of red and white blink. Off, off, and USB charging cable. Now this plug here will take either type of charge. So this is also a very small power bank. So keep in mind that in a pinch, it can also be used as a power bank. But let's go ahead and just plug in one of these guys, and let's just plug it into my new battery pack here. Now you see a green light indicating that it's charging, coming from one of these battery packs. So a combination setup like this with either one of these guys here, if you set this up in an emergency situation, let me turn the light on. Ah, okay, so the light doesn't come on when plugged into the battery. Interesting. I wonder if that's because it's charging. Let me undo this here. Let's switch things around to output here. All right, so it's not charging now, and the light comes on. Interesting. So I guess it all depends on how you set these things up. Now keep in mind, I'm assuming it's going to run on this battery power, and you can have just a little setup like this in an emergency. But this little light, I like it because it's so tiny and small. You can throw a couple of these in your car, and when they're in their car, you can always, if you need an emergency light, you can just grab it and pick it up and go with it real quick. So it's kind of cool. Again, it's not as cheap as some of the really cheap USB lights I get, but for a small form factor, it has a lot of options that I think are really cool. If you notice, it also has a camera mount on the bottom here. Now this camera mount is your standard tripod camera mount. So this can be set up and used on a tripod. It can be used in a home studio or outside on a tripod camping. There's just a lot of uses for these kind of little lights. And this is a little more pricier than, as I said, than the normal ones I get, but it has a lot of extra features that I think will come in handy. So guys, again, it's just gonna be a short little video here. I just wanted to talk about 3 prepping items that I came in. These will definitely get their workout when they start camping, once the weather gets right. Again, both of these came with the nice little bag. And all of this was on sale. Again, you know me, I look for stuff that's on sale. So, and these are heavy duty little bags too, they're really handy. So guys, that's it. Those are the items I'm talking about today. If you like this stuff, kind of hit the like button. Comment down below what you think about these particular battery packs. I'm not gonna do the standard tests I normally run and see how long this takes to drain and charge. It's not really a product review today so much as I just keep adding these things to my stack. I keep adding and adding different types of products like this. They will come in handy. All right, guys, until next time, be safe.